Hey guys, I've got the comparison video here of the new Touch, the 64 gig iPod Touch 3rd generation, and the older 2nd generation Touch 16 gig. I have an unboxing video on my channel that it should be uploaded by now. You guys can run over and check that out. So here we go. You probably can't tell which one is the new one. Well, they didn't change any physical dimensions of the device. It happens to be the one on the left, and I only know that because, well, it has a different wallpaper than my 2nd gen. Aside from that, I just have to look on the back or physically look inside or open it up, as in software wise, and see what it is. So they're both running firmware 3.1.1, which is the latest iPhone OS available on iTunes. And the first thing we're going to do is take a look at their packaging. Well, you notice there's 3 boxes and 2 iPods. I can open this box. I can't open this one because I just sold my 2nd gen, and part of I taped it off to keep the accessories in there. So we'll look at this one for the 2nd gen. This is just the legitimate box for this guy. Put that off to the side. So that leaves us with our 64 gig 3rd gen here, and the 2nd gen 16 gig there. But we're going to use my sister's 8 gig box. So in the 8 gig, they're the 2nd generation. You see the App Store, that was new, 2.0. iPod Touch. They did not change the outside of these packages. However, they did kind of change what they came with. A little bit. Obviously the iPod's different. But in the 2nd gen box, you had your sync cable, your headphones, your dock connector, your cleaning cloth, and it seems like I'm forgetting something. Sync cable, cleaning cloth. Anyways, you had your accessories in there, you know what I mean. With the 3rd generation, you are now lacking the little cleaning cloth. Just a little microfiber, I'm sorry, been talking cars all day. Little piece of microfiber to clean your screen from fingerprints and smudges or whatever happens to get on it. It's kind of useful. If you're a real geek, you've got your own microfiber cloths there. So, not a big deal for me, but I did notice that. Like from the 1st generation to the 2nd, they changed their packaging, they changed the physical size of the device, and they changed the guts. That was a huge upgrade. I used to have a 1st generation 8 gig, so I like to think I know what I'm talking about here with the touches. So anyways, I've had all 3, an 1st gen 8, 2nd gen 16, and now the 3rd gen 64. So anyways, packaging, not real different. Obviously they changed their sticker because the 3rd one ships with iPhone OS 3.0, which has voice memos, and the App Store, and they did change the layout, which I didn't think I'd be used, or I did not think I'd like, and I do. Been using it for about a day now. Just got it yesterday, and it makes sense. So anyways, that's the difference in packaging. Now, let's turn them on and look inside. So we are going to shut down both the devices. Let's see if I can get in any closer there. Sorry about that. Let me just hold them up here for you. Now I'm going to push them both at the same time, and then we will drag the slider over at the same time and let go. There. 64 gig 3rd gen, 16 gig 2nd gen. Alright, they're both off. That did not take long. Now we're going to hold these buttons at the same time and boot them up. So the 2nd generation actually had a little bit, it was a little bit quicker there. Not a whole lot, guys, but just a little bit. Again, 3rd's on the left. Oh, look at that. 3rd's winning. Boy, guys, that was like a good 10 seconds. Now we'll log in, and we'll hit that last 7 at the same time. There it is, battery warning, 20%. So as you can see, the new one definitely beat the boot speed. Let's open somewhat of a resource hog here. How about Ferrari GT? So as you can see, the whole time the third gen really is just a little bit ahead, and then we'll hit the home button at the same time. This is where the third really shines. Well, it seems better when I when I do it off camera, but like I'll open them both here, and then I'll go to home, and I don't know if you could see, but this one was definitely ahead there. Let's try about another large application. What about Monopoly? Whoops. What the heck? Yep, again the third is quiet and a little quicker. I mean, it's not like night and day difference, but what they've really done is incorporate the iPhone 3GS innards to iPod Touch, which is great. And they pretty much took the 3G here, and they keep their iPhone or their iPod Touch behind by about 6 months. I personally, being an iPod Touch guy and not being able to afford the iPhone, I don't really like that. But hey, it's not my discretion. Let's open up videos now. Definitely quicker on the third gen. Back home, let's go to settings. Definitely a little quicker over here. Now, one thing they added new in settings, and the only thing I've noticed to this point, is just like the iPhone now, we have the accessibility tab. Go in there, we've got language, voice control. Whoops, that was international, I'm sorry. Accessibility. Voiceover, zoom, white on black, mono audio, which means just like one, not stereo, just one speaker instead of 2 or more. Speak auto text and triple click home. If we turn on white and black, just like the iPhone now, it goes into that inverted color scheme, which is cool for about 10 minutes until you're just thinking, what the hell is this? So kind of cool to mess around with, you know, freak out your friend when you steal it. Nice to see that they are incorporating some of the iPhone's features over here. So anyways, this guy is leaving tomorrow. He has been sold. This one's here to stay for a while. I'm only using like 20 gig on it so far. I have to still put my videos on it. Try weather. So there's definitely a difference, and I definitely think it's 50% faster, as Apple said. Do I think it's worth the upgrade if you already have a second gen? That's the question. It depends. Honestly, it really depends. If you have the money to do that and you think the extra speed is worth it, definitely go for it, because you can get the 32 and the 64. The 8 gig, it's not really a 3G, guys. It only comes with 3.1.1 firmware. Still the same innards. I think it's worth the upgrade. If you have a first gen or obviously no iPod Touch, it's definitely worth it. I paid $469 for this out the door with screen protectors on a new case. I will take the cover off here. You can see it's exactly the same as the second gen physically. Another thing that they did, they gave us headphones with a microphone built in them and a little button for voiceover, and you can just tell it what to do instead of having to pull it out of your pocket if you're running or on a bike. Kind of cool. I use Bose headphones, so I'm not probably going to use that. So anyways, there is our comparison video of the iPod Touch 2nd generation to the 3rd generation. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.